Alright, so I'm back with the next step. I needed to choose some edges and hindrances. In order to be a huckster, I had to have some points for edges. You can only get those with hindrances. So I took Tin Horn 2. This character uses big words and likes to brag a lot. I also took Highfalutin, which is worth another 2. This character turns their nose up and has no tolerance for those of lesser class. The mechanical effect is a -2 penalty to friendly persuasion rolls made towards those that know this character thinks lesser of them. This character, though, is also heroic and can't turn down a plea for help. That's worth 3 points. And loyal to friends and will go out of their way to risk themselves to protect or defend their friends from danger. That's worth another 3 for a total of 10, which is the most points you can gain from hindrances at character generation. Now, 3 of those I needed to spend right away on Arcane Background Huckster. Without that, you can't use magic at all, so it was necessary. To go along with the Heroic, I spent 2 points on Brave, which provides +2 to Guts checks. And then with the remaining 5, I could have spent on more aptitudes, but I decided to go with Level-Headed, which means during combat, as soon as you draw your action cards, you can discard your lowest and draw another one. Unless you draw a Black Joker on the first, then you're kind of stuck with it. I also bought some basic equipment. Every character starts with $250 unless you take the Poor Hindrance or the Dinero Edge, which I didn't. So I bought a horse and some miscellaneous gear. For the stats, the pace is 6, which is based on nimbleness die type. Size is 6, which is most people. Max wind is based on the spirit and vigor die types, of which spirit was a D12 and vigor was a D8. Grit is 0. You gain that as you defeat some of the scarier supernatural stuff in the game. Every huckster starts with an amount of hexes equal to their hex sling aptitude. Since I have 4 hexes. I decided to go with Soul Blast, which is one of the main offensive hexes. It's based on the Spirit Aptitude. Phantom Fingers, which is kind of a minor telekinetic thing to manipulate small objects. That's also based on Spirit. Mist Me, which is a defensive hex. You can use it to immediately gain a benefit to avoid being shot, or you can sustain it by paying 1 wind per round. And then the last one is Help in Hand. This allows you to heal allies and friends. The other stuff I went and filled in. Colt Peacemaker has 6 shots, rate of fire of 2, range is 10. This is not the maximum range. Most weapons have a maximum range out to 10 times their range increment. However, you divide the range to your target by the range increment, round down, and that is a penalty to your attack roll. So if somebody's 50 yards away, that would be -5 to your shot. And the damage would be 3d6. And that's pretty much the rest of this. During advancement, more hexes cost 5 bounty points per hex. Some of them you can learn easily, some are harder to do, which takes some research and studying. Aptitudes cost up to 5. An amount of bounty points equal to the rank you're advancing to. So to go from 1 to 2 is 2, etc. To raise your traits, the first portion of it, how many dice you roll, it costs twice the rank you're going up to. So to go from cognition 4d6 to 5d6 would cost 10 bounty points. To raise the die type costs 3 times the new die type. So to go from 4d6 to 4d8 would cost 24. And d12s are usually the highest you can get to without supernatural means. And that's about it. Thank you.